do have a little more baseball. You know, the World Series is over. Saturday night, incredible night for people watching and just the whole thing. And the Dodgers had their parade today. But, already, people are trying to call the Dodgers a dynasty.
Kike said that.
And I'm going to pump the brakes because they are not, Rob G, N-O-T, a dynasty. Yes, they won in 2000, but then they went
2020.
2020. They didn't win again until 2024. So there was 3 years that went by, okay? So that kind of took that championships out of the dynasty tag. To me, you need to win 3 in a row or 3 out of 4, like to be a dynasty. That's the way I look at it. And yes, they're the first team to win back-to-back since the Yankees, who won in 98, 99, and 2000. And the first National League team to win since the Cincinnati Reds when they won back-to-back in 1975-76. And I know a lot of people nowadays, they think everything's a dynasty. The San Francisco Giants won 3 championships in 5 years or whatever it was?
It was 5, yeah.
Never won back-to-back. They're not a dynasty to me. Did they have an unbelievable run? But they didn't even win back-to-back. And they won a championship, didn't make the playoffs, won a championship, didn't make the playoffs, won a championship, and didn't make the playoffs. Come on, that's not a dynasty.
Well, they're like you, a brand muffin. At least they're consistent.
They are consistent.
Win, don't get in. Win, don't get in. Win.
You get my point.
I do get your point.
And the same thing, people try to say the Spurs and no, they just had a winning culture there. But they won 5 in 20 years, not a dynasty. When the Yankees won, they won in 96. They did not win in 97. Then they won 98, 99, 2000. So they won 3 in a row and 4 out of 5. That's a dynasty.
They were for sure.
Am I right? That's a dynasty.
That's not in question.
And when I look at this Dodger team, and of course the way that they won this one left a lot to be desired. I don't look at them in the same light that I look at that Yankee team in 2000 or the Cincinnati Reds. Now the Reds weren't a dynasty. They won the back-to-back. But they had the big red machine. That was an incredible team with so many great players and all that. This Dodger team, now, if they win another one, obviously they have to win another one. If they win 3 in a row, then I'm going to say that they're a dynasty. But right now, from 2020 to 2025 with the 3 champions, they're not a dynasty. They're a very good team that's won back-to-back championships. You tip your cap, even if it's somewhat fraudulent. You tip your cap because...
You can't help yourself, boy. You're going to let it slide in there.
Because they did win.
Give me my cookies back.
I'm not, no.
These
are going home.
Give me all 25 of the cookies you got.
No, I mean, we shared them with everybody. I had the box in my bag. I had to take it out.
The look you gave me when I said, oh, no, those for everybody, you gave me a look like, who was everybody? Look, first, I get your sentiment of the winning 3 in a row. The only difference, the reason why I'll disagree with you, is because specifically baseball is much harder to win than in NBA, right? If you got Shaq and Kobe, you can run off. If you got Michael Jordan, Pippen, and Phil Jackson, and Dennis Rodman, you can run off 3. You can do that in basketball. The Heatles go to 4 in a row. They only win 2, but, it's questionable if that, You can do that in basketball, football, if you got a team, the Cowboys, as they play Monday night, the old Cowboys. It's so hard to win in baseball. This is why every series is celebrated.
It's just wild a lot card that goes into it. You got to remember that.
I'm not mad at it. The wild card looks the same as the World Series until a parade and all that because it's so hard to win. It's 162 games. It is a marathon. You got guys out, guys in. You can bring it up, young guys from AAA. Guys are going down, then they're coming back. That was just, yeah. And it's so difficult to win. Turnover there for Cowboys as they were marching down.
It's going to be a bad night at the office, it looks like.
Yeah, one of those. Looks like one of those for them. But this is why, to me, I say that I understand why people are considered the dynasty for them. Because here's the other thing. They have 5 pennant titles since 2017.
Yeah, but that's not.
Well, hold on. I'm just saying. They went to the World Series in 2017, lost to the Astros. We all know what happened there. The Trastros, a lot of cheating going on. So I think that benefited them. People feel like they got cheated in that one. They go the very next year, they lose to Mookie Betts in the Red Sox. They would get Mookie 2 years later. But that, to me, going to the World Series, 5 times since 2017 and winning 3, that's why you get the dynasty. Because they've won 3 and have gone to 5, Rob. That is insane, and that's why you
lost 2.
Yes, they lost 2, and one was controversial in the cheating.
But they lost 2.
They did, but they
how
won
are you a
3
dynasty
and 5
when you've lost two championships?
3 in 5 years, 3 and 5 appearances since 2017 is to me, and the expectations. I don't know. I didn't look at odds, and Martin might know. I would imagine they're the odds-on favorite right now. Rob G said thumbs up without even looking.
What I'm saying is, every team that wins
the expectation is for them to win again, which would let's assume
that's
4.
Yeah, if you believe
and you also mentioned, look how hard it is. Back-to-back.
But that's what makes you a dynasty. And here's the thing. My point about the San Francisco Giants, who couldn't even make the playoffs after they won a championship. So under your standards, they would be a dynasty, right?
No, because they didn't make the postseason.
But they won 3 and 5 years.
But you can't not make the postseason.
Why
the Dodgers
not?
have made the postseason 13, 14 years in a row.
But they won more than the Dodgers during the same stretch you're talking about.
No, they both got 3.
Right? Yeah, but the difference is the Dodgers won in 2020. Then they did 21, 22, 23. That's 3 years.
Right.
And now 24, 25. Okay.
What I'm saying is every single one of those years, the Dodgers were in the postseason, and they went to the World Series twice.
But you got to say the Dodgers is 6 seasons. It's not 5 years. It's
6 seasons. Right.
Okay.
That's
so
fine.
3 and 6 seasons, and it's still not dynasty.
And don't forget the other 2 World Series appearances. No. That is dynastic. And I can agree.
That was before that.
I'm saying especially in baseball, and the key part is something you mentioned. Back-to-back is basically an impossibility in MLB. It hadn't happened in the NL in 50 years. So to me, for them to then turn around and do that is huge. They actually did what hasn't happened in almost 50 years. It hasn't happened in 25 in MLB, but 50 in almost in the NL. So to me, to win 3 in 6 seasons, go to 5 in 8, 9 seasons, that is impressive.
It's not a dynasty. As impressive as it is, it's the same thing I talk about the Spurs. The Spurs never won back-to-back.
But the Dodgers now have.
As good as they are. No, they're on there. They need one more.
No, they went back-to-back. Not triple. I'm saying they went back-to-back now.
I'm talking about winning. The Spurs never won back-to-back.
Right. They just like odd years. 03, 05, 07.
That's what I'm saying.
They were doing a Giants thing.
To me, a dynasty, a true dynasty. When the Cowboys won their 3 Super Bowl, it was 3 out of 4 years. Yeah. They won 2. They won 3 out of 4. That to me is when you are a dynasty. When the Lakers won the 3 straight with Kobe and Shaq, that's a dynasty. 3 straight. When Michael Jordan and them won 3 straight, twice. Yep. That's a dynasty. Nobody else can breathe, can win, can get a taste of it. And the Yankees won 3 in a row and 4 out of 5. And that 1997, they probably could have won that. They win again in 2001, lost that World Series. Well, up in 2003 to the Red Sox, 3-0 to go to another World Series. They didn't win that. They got knocked out there. I mean, they had a run, but the only ones that matter are those 4 out of 5 that they won to me.
And I totally agree with you if this were other sports. The difference I have in baseball is how hard it is to just win in general. If you fell from Mars, you would have thought the Chicago Cubs were one of the best teams in baseball and won all the time, and the Red Sox. You didn't realize winning, they sell out, they're huge, they're always game of the week, they're the big thing. The Cubs ain't winning 100 years. 100 years. If all of a sudden an NBA team or NFL team, if it didn't win in 100 years, that would be like ridiculous. It would be like the biggest thing.
It would be like the Lions not winning the Super Bowl in the history of the NFL.
Well, they haven't won a Super Bowl.
Oh,
they didn't win a championship,
okay.
But not a Super Bowl.
Right.
Don't disrespect them.
I said Super Bowl.
I know. You're right. I'm just saying make sure you put some respect on that 1950 whatever championship.
1957.
57. So that's my thing is that in baseball, this is about as dynastic as you're going to get. The Yankees were the exception.
Yankees are the standard.
They were the anomaly.
No, that's the standard. Is what you.
No, they're the anomaly. This don't happen. What they did doesn't happen.
But you got to win at least 3 to be a dynasty. Even 2 is as great as 2 is.
I'm giving you the Dodgers have won 3 in 6 seasons.
No, that ain't enough.
In baseball, that is enough.
No, it ain't.
Baseball, that's a whole lot. 3 and 6. And you went to 2 other ones, and if you didn't get cheated, you might have had 4 and 7 years. If you didn't get cheated by the Astros, Jose Altuve still ain't took his shirt off. Going swimming with his shirt on.
All right, 877-99 on Fox is our telephone number, 877-996-6369. Are the Dodgers a dynasty? Kelvin says yes, they are already. The 2 in a row and 3 in 6 seasons is a dynasty. I say no way, no how is that the case. 3 in a row or 4 out of 5 or 3 in 4 years like the Cowboys when they were a true dynasty. That to me, when you're winning at that clip, not getting to the finals, but actually or the championship, but actually
It's the
winning.
sport for me, Rob. I'm with you. I hear you.
It's about
It's baseball.
winning the championship, not winning, not going to the championship or whatever. It's about winning.
Who we got? We're talking about. I believe the Dodgers are a dynasty, especially in baseball. Rob says no. What say you?
Of course, the first guy is the biggest L.A. homer going.
Who that?
Kevin in Culver City.
Tell him,
who
Kevin.
still owes
Tell him,
me
Kevin.
wings because he told me the Lakers were going to win the championship last year. But
Don't tell him that, Kevin.
he's disappeared on that bet. Kevin, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kev?
God is good.
All the time.
Hey, get him, Kelvin. Remember, you got to get him to sing "I Love L.A." You sang that old Canada song, and you vilified us. You said we're gonna lose. This is definitely a dynasty, and we earned it. Mickey Rojas getting one of the most clutch home runs in World Series.
Nobody
history
even knew who
with
that
2
guy
outs.
was, and all of a sudden, Mickey Rojas. You didn't even know he was on the team.
It's a clutch hit. It's a Robert Horry clutch moment. And look, if the Yankees are a dynasty, they're the last team to win back-to-back championships. We won back-to-back
The Yankees won 3. They won 3, not 2. They won 98, 99, and 2000.
That's 3 titles. 2020, that's 3 titles.
Yeah, but there was a 3-year window between championships. It's not a dynasty.
We're running baseball. We got Snellzilla. Josie Yobano going back-to-back.
I got you.
9-inning
Yamamoto.
games. And, Yamamoto. And another thing, too. Mary, please, play some Kendrick Lamar, Dodger Blue for this guy to bask in his championship.
All right, thank you,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah, tell him, Kev.
Where my wings,
Tell him,
Kev? Oh, yeah, the Dodgers going to go to the champ. Who's in their way?
The Lakers, you meant.
I mean, the Lakers going all the way. Who's in their way? All you need is, right, LeBron and Luka. All you do.
Say that. Who next?
Jabari in Michigan. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jabari?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Good. What up, man?
I'm doing good. Now, right now, I was wondering.
Wait a minute,
Your phone is
we
breaking up,
lost you.
Jabari.
All right.
We lost you, man. Here
Andre-
that Boost Mobile.
Andre in Massachusetts. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, good question here, but I have to say, Rob, even though it's 2 rather than 3 championships, the Dodgers are most definitely a dynasty, even though they were on the ropes and one power punch away from being knocked out. And it seemed like the Blue Jays, that was just a
They
convergence.
choked. Dre, come on, man. You know sports, Dre.
Dre, no, they ain't
Dre, they didn't choke the Blue Jays?
No, they ain't choke.
Rob, there were some calls there. That play at home, it looked like, I mean, that was so close in terms of the runner getting in versus the catcher being there, and then of course the play in the outfield where folks collided. It was just a classic game, one for the ages. Even though the Dodgers squeaked in with that championship, and it could have well gone to the Blue Jays, and it would have been, really, baseball would have been happy. Nothing.
It would have been $1 billion flop had they not won. Are you kidding me? They spent $1 billion to barely squeak by, barely win. It would have been Waterworld with Sting. Who was in that movie? Kevin Costner.
What is Sting?
I don't know.
What is Sting over here screaming, Roxanne? What is he talking about?
I went to the
Roxanne.
I actually went to the theater to watch that, and it was awful.
Waterworld?
Yes,
Yeah.
I went to the theater to see that. Awful.
But that's why I get. Sometimes Hollywood has to just say no. It's okay to say
But
no.
when they watched it, they knew that wasn't any good. But
Like,
they
who-
didn't put all the money
Who
into
asked
it.
for Paul Blart Mall Cop 8 or whatever we're on right now? Who was
All
like, you would. Rob G, you would. Rob G, listen. We bonded when we start talking hoops. We bond over family stuff and movies. All that kind. I'm not in with you.
Y'all just bought.
Like, if we ever just has to have movie night, I'm gonna be like, nah. Like, put on Disney for the girls.
Now, the way I look at you two are just 2 guys that have 5 daughters. That's how I look at you guys.
That's how we look.
That's it.
That's it.
That's what y'all got in common. 5 daughters between y'all. That's it.
Was y'all not cool? Is that what you're saying?
No,
you don't mess with Rob G no
I'm
more?
just saying, me and Rob G, nah. You saw what he did to me on Twitter. He embarrassed me.
At least you got Alex.
He embarrassed
Ms. Mary Mack is neutral.
Rob, I didn't even say your name. All I said was
I
Elijah
knew it was me.
HRU. That's all I said.
All
You
right,
know, hit dog a holler.
who's this guy? Shay in Calabasas?
Yeah, let's see what Shay and Calabasas is talking about.
Hey guys, long time listener, first time caller. How you doing?
What's up, Shay? We're good, man.
Shay, how dare you call in here after that? You know with one out in the ninth inning and Rojas up, your shorts were brown. You were scared to death.
Rob Parker. How quiet was it in Toronto that night? All I want to say is, yes, of course it's a dynasty, Rob. Let me get my moment real quick.
Go, Shay.
We can't compare to baseball when it comes to the ML. We can't compare it to the NBA. We can't compare it to football because we never do. When it comes to the Hall of Fame, we don't compare it. So right now, we're not comparing it. When you think about what they've done the past 11 times in the postseason, 11 seasons, Rob, and then it comes to fruition in 2020. That's one. And then again in 2024, that's two, Rob. And then again in 2025, back to back, Rob. That's three. We're talking baseball. There's only been a couple of dynasties. The Yankees, the Reds, and now it's the Dodgers, Rob. Stop being a hater and just open your eyes.
Okay, Shay. Boy, if you'd only did that in the hot seat,
Unbelievable.
you might have did something that day.
Shay's the biggest Dodger slappy. I don't know. Is it Bo Benson? Is it Ryan Bershinger? Right,
Yeah.
like that. We got Monty who works for the Dodgers too. I mean, we're covered by Dodger fans here, and then you have the nerve.
I
wear
just
that,
was
To wear
cold.
that ugly.
I was cold.
Rob G, that ugly ass white Dodger pullover.
Hey, man, it's just go
We
ahead, bro.
are a neutral station.
Yeah, man, we are neutral, man. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
a Tigers fan first. I just happen to
I
have
didn't
a
even know
pullover.
this was a radio net. I thought this was AM 570 in LA.
You know what this is? This is Truth Tellers, Rob, and it's okay for you.
All right, hey Shay.
Thank you, Shay. Appreciate you,
Yes,
Shay.
thank you, buddy.
Hey, Shay. Shay, go find me that.
Shay,
you said
Shay.
you got a good Jamaican food spot out there. Go
Well-
find me that. Bring me some of that Jamaican food.
Well,
you
I
talking about.
owe Shay a piece of cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready for my cheesecake, baby.
All right, and you know what? If it has a little hair on it, don't just ignore
Hey,
it.
yo. Shay, you might want to just get the money for the cheesecake and then get the cheese because I don't know. You might have to buy it yourself, Shay.
All right, Shay.
Go Dodgers, baby. Love you guys. Have a good one.
No doubt.
I
Oh,
knew you
man.
was going to call.
You
Oh,
knew he was-
God. Because, I had bet him before. He had the Dodgers in 5,
Yeah.
so he had to give me $25.
Were you at home when they won? Were you out or were you at
I
home?
was at home.
How miserable were you? Be honest.
Just a miserable night. Just miserable.
Because you would.
It was like
you was tearing us up.
right on the counter.
Hey,
I had the baby oil and the cigarettes, and then I was like, okay, I'm.
He had the photo saved in drafts. He was ready to go.
Ready.
He's like, oh,
Ready.
we're right there. And then
It's so
Rojas hits
Tweet.
a home run, and
Tweet.
Rob
You know what
lost
I had
it.
in there? You know what I had in there? It's so
no,
quiet
in L.A.
in LA that you can hear a mouse urinate on a $1.2 billion check that the Dodgers spent on this
Delete
team.
draft. He's so petty, Rob G. He gonna save that draft for next year.
Yeah,
when
that's
it's the
right.
same thing.
Save it
so
in
he
there,
can be like,
Rob.
ooh, I know I get to use it at some
He
point.
wasn't wrong. He was just early.
Were your lights off? Like, how dark did it get
It
for
was
you?
dark.
I texted him
I know.
Game 6 and Game 7.
Did you?
Yes, you did. And
Yeah.
I just was like, oh, God.
Rob G, I sat next to this man an entire baseball run that every time something would happen, he was mad at the other team, never praising the Dodgers. How do you throw that nut at home? Why wouldn't you go to first? Why wouldn't you go to third?
But the
How did
plays,
you make
Rob
that
G,
catch?
you know what
How did
plays
you-
I'm talking about. When the play is to first base, right, to extend the
Every
game.
This
series.
is bad baseball, what we're watching right here.
It is.
Every
bad.
series, you was mad at the other team, not saying, all right, good play there,
No,
Dodgers.
you know what, Dub? I would give Rob a ton of credit for one thing. Is like everybody who listens to this show, I was waiting to say something stupid to Rob as soon as the Dodgers won. But like, I'm gonna give him 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
By the time I opened up my phone to say something, I was on Twitter. The spin cycle was already
Oh, the spin. The
on
Blue
full
Jays
board, like,
is
oh
so
my
quiet
God, like
in
he was
Toronto.
quick. He didn't let himself wallow in
No.
it for too long. He
No.
was ready to go with something
Well,
to say.
because people are like, are you going to be there on Monday? I'm like, I never, in the history of this show, don't I always show up? Always. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to be on the radio talking and then come Monday or whatever it is after a big game.
Right.
He's going to show up. You know what? I don't want to talk about the Dodgers. That was 2 days ago. I want to talk about the Buffalo Bills' big win.
No, I didn't say that. Come on now. That is not true.
All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.